Cohetes. Cohetes. Without a doubt, one of the most beautiful words in the Spanish language. Firecrackers, in English. A poor word, if you ask me, impoverished, lame. Cohete is also the Spanish word for rocket. Cohetes can take you to another world, to many other worlds. Flash Gordon and Dr. Zarkov flew around in cohetes, as did Buck Rogers. Sputnik had been launched with a cohete, and so had Laika. Poor Laika. The dog the Russians sent into orbit with a one-way ticket, propelled by a cohete to death by starvation. Firecrackers? Not even close. When I first learned of the English word for cohete, all I could think of was flaming saltines. And I never did find any firecrackers in the United States as large as the cohetes I played with in Havana, not even illegal ones. There we were in Chinatown, my dad, my brother, and I, buying firecrackers. "I want some of these big ones." "How about one of those long strings? 2, 3, 10? Please, papi, por favor." "We've got to have some of those round ones, too." "Okay, Felipe, let's have 10 boxes of these and 20 of those." Yes, Havana had a Chinatown, and a Chinese cemetery, too. Lots of Chinese had somehow ended up in Havana, and some were named Felipe. You could buy any explosive you wanted on Calle Zhangha, Ditch Street in English. Zhangha sounds a lot like Shanghai. Is that why the Chinese ended up in that neighborhood? Or does it have anything to do with the fact that Chinese coolies dug a lot of ditches in Cuba? Anyway, the Chinese had the best firecrackers in town, and we were amassing quite an arsenal. How I stared at the merchandise in that store. Long, long strings of firecrackers in all sizes. From tiny ones, as thin as rose stems, tied together in perfectly symmetrical rows of 2, about the length of Pancho Villa's bullet belt, to huge ones, as round as hot dogs, strung together in bundles the width of the average tomb. Small individual firecrackers, as round as a pencil, 2 inches long. Medium-size explosives, as round as a man's index finger. Large petardos, about half the size of a dynamite stick. Jumbo petardos, that could have passed for dynamite sticks. The only ones that King Louis wouldn't buy for us. The most amazing thing was that this was not the only firecracker store in Chinatown. There was another one next door, and across the street, and next door to that, all over the street, and down some of the side streets, a nearly infinite supply of firecrackers. We went to Felipe Wang's store because my dad knew him and always got a special deal. Favors. All those favors. The most gorgeous boomerangs in the